I was a huge fan of the UK when I first came.
To be honest, I think like British people are super shy.
Can I say it?
Yeah, go for it.
Maybe I'm on Tinder.
My name is Arno from France, and in today's video I'm going to be asking Taiwanese living in the UK what it's like to be Taiwanese here. And as usual guys, you can follow me on my Instagram just down below. I'm sharing my daily life in Sheffield and the UK. And yeah, let's do it. So like first of all, can you present yourself? You know, like where are you from and what's your background, you know?
So I'm from Taiwan. I was born and raised up there. I'm from the south. I'm from Kaohsiung City. I would say like it's like the second largest city in Taiwan.
Pretty far away from Taipei?
It takes about like 2 hours to travel from the south to the north. Pretty close. Taiwan's just a small island.
Can you mention maybe like few differences between Taiwan and the UK, you know?
So I would say people here, they are more open-minded. They are more independent and they have more thoughts. They take responsibilities for themselves, which is kind of different to people back home. The food, definitely the prices there are way lower than here. And I feel like it's definitely more delicious than here, because here, only thing you can get is like burgers, fish and chips, pizza. I'm kind of like bored of that.
Since you've been in the UK, you know, your attitude changed, you know, in comparison when you're in Taiwan. Did your attitude like change a little bit, or? For
example, British people are well known for being polite, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, they would say, hi, how are you? You all right? Something like that. But they don't want to know the actual answers. They expect you to say the same to them. And I find myself doing that as well. I don't know starting when, but I do that to people nowadays.
And you know, you think you'll stay in the UK for the rest of your life? Or you think you'll come back to Taiwan someday, you know, after your studies? Or
I don't really see myself staying here forever.
Why is that?
I was a huge fan of the UK when I first came.
A huge fan, and now it changed.
Yeah, but now I feel like this place doesn't really give me that sense of belonging, and also I don't really feel part of them. So that's why I would definitely move at some point.
What was your expectation, you know, before coming into the UK? What did you expect from that country?
I thought they're pretty much like Americans. I thought it would be easy for you to mingle with them if you speak English with them. But actually that's not the case, unfortunately. That's probably like the main reason why I would move somewhere else.
So you would say making British friends, it's like pretty complicated for you to make British friends?
I would say yes. So like most of my friends here, they are like international. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of British friends, just a few. I still have some, but not a lot.
Did you have some problems, you know, adapting to the English language when you arrive here, you know?
For the language itself, it's not a huge problem, but I struggle with their accent sometimes. Still, even I've been here for some time, I still struggle with their accent because like I grew up learning American English. I'm still like not very used to their accent, which is why I can still 100% understand what they're saying. Communicating with my American friends, I just find it so easy.
So in Taiwan, everybody is speaking English in Taiwan? It's like a requirement you have to do?
We learn English in our high school or middle school. I'm not really sure because I went to a bilingual school when I was young. We definitely have to learn English back home. But we don't really speak English to others because that's just like a subject for your college exam.
What's the language you are speaking there, you know?
Oh, it's Mandarin Chinese. Okay. It's Mandarin Chinese. Same as China, but we got different accent and different vocabularies. Some people speak Taiwanese also. Okay. Yeah, like the older generation. I can speak a bit, but I find nobody here can speak Taiwanese to me.
Where are you from and what's your background a little bit, you know?
So I'm Sandy and I'm from Taiwan, Taipei.
Taipei, the capital?
Yeah.
How do you feel, you know, being Taiwanese in the UK, you know?
I think people in the UK, they're very confident. They express themselves very well and really get what they want. So I think like Taiwanese people kind of shy. So maybe they don't really like directly tell what they want in the public or something.
Why do you think Taiwanese are struggling, you know, to express what they want? Why is that?
I think it's because our culture is that in the public you always have to think of others. If something is out there, we cannot be like, oh, I want that, I want this. But most like UK people or Westerners, they can go for it, which is I think is very nice.
What else is different, you know, for example, if you compare Taiwan and the UK, you know?
In Taiwan, we always have like nightlife. Like
Okay.
we have a lot of 24-hour stores, but in UK, like after 5 or 6 or something, is really don't have anything. The lifestyle in here compared to Taiwan is like very, very different. In here is like British people or other people, they're kind of like just chilling there, doing nothing. Asian culture, like we don't really do that. Like we always find something to do. Yeah, we don't have like really just sit there and enjoy a cup of coffee or tea like that.
And you know, since you are here, have you ever faced some sort of like, you know, type of racism?
I think it's okay in Sheffield because in Sheffield have a lot of Asian people. So I think people in UK they're used to it. But I think it's more extremely serious in Europe, like a friends or something. It's extremely like serious than UK.
What do you mean by more serious?
I have a friend in France like almost 2 years.
Okay.
At first we just arrived there, so she kind of like give us a tour or something. So we just kind of like walk around something, and they will call us like Chinois. Is that how?
Chinois.
Yeah. And then we were like, don't know what it means. But
It means Chinese.
yeah, I mean Chinese, but like my friend says that like not in a nice way. But so we don't really know what, and they will come to my face in front of my face and say that, and they walk away. So I was like, don't know what's going on. After we come back to UK, we feel like UK people are super nice.
What it's like to date in the UK as a Taiwanese, you know?
To be honest, I think like British people are super shy. Like their personality is kind of like Asian people. Like first day I asked something about my like a classmate who is British, and then ask him about how to buy something on IKEA and then the deliver, and then he was like tell me like super nice, and I was like so shocked as well. But the next day when I saw him again, I was like, and then he was like, and then I was like, never mind. And then I saw never talk again.
When you came in the UK, what was like the most challenging things for you when you arrived here?
I remember my flight was delayed. And then I arrived here like in the morning at 2. So I moved into my accommodation. What I just mentioned, like UK don't have nightlife, so there's non-store. I remember every time I go to the toilet, I have to take a shower because I don't have the toilet paper.
Okay.
I have to wait till the next morning, and the next morning it was Sunday, so the shop only open until 5. I have to wake up, so I don't have time for the jet lag.
How did you cope with the English language? You know, it was pretty easy for you to like speak English, also understand British people, you know, because they have like a strong accent.
Like Taiwanese, we learn like American accent and learn like American style. So like actually in here is quite a little bit like difficult in the beginning, especially if you travel northern. We went to Edinburgh and something like that, so it's like a more difficult to understand. And I think they're talking like very fast. What I feel is like they don't really open their mouth. The speed will be too fast, and every word is like connect to each other, so like cannot really get it like when they just say once. So I have to ask, have to repeat again.
Where are you from and what's your background, you know?
Okay, so I'm from Taiwan and I was born and raised in a city called Taoyuan.
If you compare, you know, Taipei and the UK, you know, what's the differences?
The most big difference is the price.
Can you mention maybe like an average sort of price for like 1 meal in Taipei and the average price in the UK for 1 meal?
For a meal, like it's cost like maybe £3 in
Taipei?
Yeah, if you eat out. But here, like maybe 10 or 12.
And in terms of like people, how people are behaving in Taiwan, you know, what's the differences, for example, between the people, you know?
I think people in Taiwan, they are friendly to like foreigners.
Yeah.
But they are not friendly to local people. so like people in Taipei city, they are quite hard to talk to them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. But they are very friendly to foreigners. It's weird. Every foreigner say, oh, Taiwanese are very friendly, but I don't think so.
And in the UK, what can you say about the people? Do you like them, or like what can you say?
I don't have like a lot of local friends here.
So you would say it's a bit of a struggle for you to make British friends? It's a bit of a struggle?
Yeah, it's a bit struggle. Yeah.
Do you have any at the minute?
Any?
Yeah, do you have like at least one British friend?
Yes, I think so. Can I say it?
Yeah, go for it.
Maybe I'm on Tinder.
No. That's a good date. So she's a boyfriend or what?
No, not boyfriend, like just friend. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's easier to make friends on Tinder.
When you arrive in the UK, you download Tinder.
Yeah.
So you download Tinder to make friends or to try to date someone?
I try to make friends to like practice my English because yeah. But it's better if like go to romantic ways.
If you want to date, for example, someone in Taiwan, if you want to date someone in the UK, what's the differences, you know?
So it's a little bit weird for me that if people want to date, it's a little weird.
You don't like it?
I don't hate it because people like are trying to like, oh, it's the first day, you have to like hold your hands. But that's
In the UK?
yeah, that's a quite fresh experience for me. In Taiwan, we like know each other first, we be friends first, and we can like and then follow the process.
Okay.
And maybe the third date or like we hold each other's hands. Like here, we are not even. We just first meet. You're like, it's kind of weird for me.
When you are telling people that you are from Taiwan in the UK, when you're telling them, okay, I'm from Taiwan, what's their reaction, you know?
I think they know Taiwan. I'm quite surprised of that because Taiwan is like a small island, small country. And so I assume that nobody knows about it. But everyone like, Taiwan, I know that. And they know the conflict between Taiwan and China. So I think, wow, I'm pretty surprised.
You never had like any like, you know, racism?
No, they swipe right because they saw my picture. They know I'm Asian, so they're not racist.
Okay, so you got a lot of interest in Tinder, on Tinder.
Yeah.
A lot of matches.
Yeah, not a lot, like, yeah, some.
How many?
I don't know, I didn't count. But some matches you just match and they don't talk.
That pissed you off?
No, that didn't piss me off. Because sometimes I don't respond.
So you are playing hard to get?
No, I'm not. I'm not playing hard to get. It's just sometimes like they say, how are you? And like, I'm fine. I don't know what to respond.
You think you'll stay in the UK forever? Or you think we will go back to Taiwan someday?
Yeah, I miss my family. But I would try to find a job here. If I cannot find a job here, I will go back to Taiwan.